Today, we will learn about utility classes, or you call them Java utilities. Utility classes, they are also called as helper classes. They are containing static methods, which means, it is stateless and cannot be instantiated. Now, you will usually use import java.util java.util.star to be using your utility classes. Today we will be learning about the various components in utility classes. Now, the util package, utilities or the java.util package, it will contain something called the collection framework, a lot of collection classes, event model, date, timing facilities, internationalizations for your time zones, and then a lot of other miscellaneous utility classes like string tokenizers, random number generators, bit arrays, and so on. Now, you might be seeing two words over here, collections and collection. Both are completely different. Now, before we go into the differences of collection and collections, let's see about a few util classes or a utility classes which are available in Java. Now, I've just listed out a few important classes in the Java util package. There are much more. You can just quickly go through them. Abstract collection, abstract list, map, abstract mem, abstract queue, abstract sequential list. There are a lot of things, array, arrays, bit set, calendar, enum map, enum set, etc., etc., etc. You go down, there are n number of packages which are available in the Java utilities. Now, you will even find something inside this called collections. Okay, inside your Java util package, you will find something called collections, which has the S over here, which has the S over here. Now, together with that, you even have something called collection. Both are different. Collections and collection are different. Now, collections means they are just some static methods like sort, min, max, which can operate on your return collections. Okay, we will see now the difference between collection and collections. Okay, now collection is an interface while collections is a utility. Both belong to the Java util package. Collection, we use it for a group of individual objects. Usually we use it for your data structures like list, tree, hash set and all. You use collection. While collections, you usually use it for sorting, searching, finding the min, finding the max, and so on. Collections, they will contain only static methods. They will contain only static methods. Collection, you use it to create your data structures. Collections, you use it to do manipulation on your data structures. Now, we will be learning in detail about Java collection. As I told you, collection and collections are different. Collection is in Java util, which will take care of all your data structures. Collections will help you to do manipulation on your data structures. Now we learn about Java collection. call it the Java collection framework. In Java collection framework, you will have a set of both classes and interfaces. You will have both a collection of classes and interfaces with a set of methods. Okay. Now I'll show you an example for that. Now look here into this picture. I have a snapshot of the Java collection framework. Java collection framework. As I told you, collection, it can consist of both interface and classes. Okay. When you have interface, you will have things like list. So you call this an interface list. You have queue, it is an interface, so you will write interface queue, interface set, interface DQ, interface sorted set. Okay, these are the set of interfaces which are available in the collection framework. Just like interfaces, you will even have a set of classes in your collection framework. For example, ArrayList class, linked list is a class, vector is a class, stack will be a class, priority is a class, array DQ is a class, hash set is a class, linked hash set is a class, and tree set is a class. So that's why I've written over here, class ArrayList, class linked list, and so on. So I'll go back to my definition once again. Java collection is a set of classes and interface. Hope this picture makes the things clear. Okay, Java collection, it is a combination of both classes, which are denoted in green, and even interfaces, which I have denoted in blue. Okay, so I put everything together, it will be like this collection. You'll have all these, all these things which are implements will be one category, all these which are extents will be another category. I believe this image is much more readable for you than the normal image anyway. Now we will see one by one. Okay, now tell me, Amarnath, ArrayList, what is it? ArrayList, is it a class or is it an interface?
Interface.
ArrayList.
ArrayList class.
ArrayList is a class.
Class.
Okay, ArrayList is a class from the interface. Okay, now we will be seeing many today. We will be seeing ArrayList, linked list, and all that. Okay. Now, ArrayList, it will have a fixed length, but you can go on growing it. When you go on adding elements, you can grow it, and when you delete off elements, you can shrink the array list. Now, whenever you create any collection, when you create a collection, this will be the syntax. Array list. Here you can write whichever data type you want. Hope you remember this angular. Hope you remember this angular symbol. You can either write string inside or you can write integer inside, whichever you want. The data type you write inside, you will be able to create such an array list. Okay? So array list, data type in Angular, a list is equal to new array list, data type in the Angular, and then the open bracket, close bracket. This is how you create not only array list, be it whichever collection. This is how you create a collection class. You have many methods in ArrayList. Add, to add a value, you have add. You can simply add a value by default, or you can even specify the index together with the value. If you write clear, it means your whole array is cleared and then made empty. Then you have index of, to calculate the index of a particular element. To get the index, to remove, let's say I can say remove the second element, remove the second element. Then you have set. to set the index. Then you have size. If you want to convert your array to a string representation like this, you can use the toString method. We will even talk about something called the linked list. Okay, creation of arrays, linked list, trees, hash set. I think you have done it in your CPP. Things were very, very difficult. In Java, it is very, very easy because you have the collection framework for that. Creating a linked list is very easy. Okay. Now, to create the linked list, you will follow the same format. Linked list equal to new linked list. Okay. You can add a value. You can add a value at a particular index. You can add the value. You can clear it. You can find the index, get the index, remove, set, calculate the size, and even convert it to a string. These are the elements which are supported for a linked list in Java. Just like linked list, we even have something called hash set. Now, hash set, you will have no particular order. Let's say you inputted elements like 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Okay, these are the elements you are inputting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. By default, a hash set, it will never allow duplicates. So the elements in your hash set will be 2, 3, 4, 5. But when you display it, you will get only a random order. It might be displayed like 3, 2, 5, 4. You have no control of the order. You can even import null. Input null. Okay, null will also come somewhere in your hash set. So this is what we mean by a hash set. You have no control on the order. You cannot enter duplicates. It is of course non-synchronized, and you can enter a null element. To create, it is just as the same. Hash set object is equal to new hash set. Creation is the same, just as in any other collection. Now we will see all these with the help of programs. Okay. We will first start with ArrayList. ArrayList. I'll just give a name. ArrayList demo. Okay. I'll even save it so that I get things colorful. File, save as. ArrayList demo. Dot. Let's create an array. Okay. As I was telling you, to create an array, you simply need to write array list. Okay, array list. I'll have a string array, so I'll write string. Let's say I'll create an object. Object is equal to new. Array list. Now I've created an array list called object. Now let me add in elements into an array. To add in elements into an array, okay, I'll just go for a better name so that it is easier to understand. Okay. To add in elements into an array, you have a method called add. Because I've given strings over here, I can be entering it as string format. Let me add in a few elements. Of course, your array can allow duplicates. but I'll just go for different things. A, Z, X, Y. I've gone for 5 elements into my array. You can add a very much. You can add a duplicate. You can add a duplicate. Let's say I'll add Z once again. I will add a duplicate. Okay, so this is a duplicate. Arrays will allow duplicate, no problem. Now I'm planning to display my array. Okay, displaying it can happen in the normal way. Arrays. Okay, I'll have my the most easiest way to display an array. I'll have for it is a string array, so I'll have string str. What is it? It is arr. Okay, I'll have an SOP, the easiest way to display an array, an advanced for loop. I have now displayed my array. It will come out perfectly. Now, together with displaying, let's see a few more things. Okay, you had seen that for adding, you can add together with the index. Okay, so by default, this will be the 0th element, B will be 1th, and so on. Let's see. Instead, you want to add something else in the 0th index. You can use add index comma the element. Okay, I'll just add one more. Let's say array dot add in the 1th. I'm even giving. Let's see. Okay, I'll just give rough data. Okay, and now I'll display. Now array is. Bernard, I understand you are able to follow. Okay. Now let's see the method called remove. You can directly remove. This is one way of removing. Like, you remove the Ath element. When you remove the Ath element, the first occurrence of A will go away. Or you can even give an index. Let's say, we'll try both. Okay. You remove A and you even remove, let's say, X. Okay. You can directly remove of elements. Let's see a SOP, Control V, after removing A and X. Okay, this is one way of removing an element, or you can even remove it like this: ARR dot remove. You can give the index number. Let's say remove the first element. This is also one way, another way in which you can remove an element in an array, and then you can give. We'll give that together. We'll give that here itself in a single SOP, A and X and first element. Okay. Arrays. You can even find out the index of something which you want. Like, let's say Control V, system dot array index of a particular element. You can have ARR dot index of camel case, index of let's say what do you have, new or test. Okay. You can find the index of test. It will give you a number, index of test, because you have test over here which is 1. Okay. So these are the various methods you can be using in your array. I'll just save my program and run my program. Hope you can see my command prompt.
Yes, ma'am.
Java C ALB dot Java. Okay. Java ALD. I'm running my program. I just give some SOP so that things come out better. Because it was a copy paste everywhere it came. Print. Okay, so initially I had A, B, Z, X, Y, Z. Okay, I had duplicates, no problem. Array can take in duplicates. At the 0th, I inserted new. At the 1th, I inserted test. Okay, now my new array is all this after removing A, X, and the first element. A, I removed away A, I even removed away X, and I even removed away the first element. First element was what? Test. Okay. So after removing all of that, I got new B, Z, Y. Okay. Index, I am getting -1 because I told them to calculate the index of test. I told them to calculate the index of test, but I had removed away test. I don't have test over here. I'll just give the index of new. I'll give the index of new. I'll save my program. We will have it once again. Okay. The index of new is 0. Here I'm getting a -1 because I told them to calculate the index of an element which is not there in my array. You see it once again. Java's. Okay. Now check.
I'm command prompt. I'm command prompt.
Yeah, I'll take it just a minute. I forgot to share it. Okay. Now check the output. Now is it fine? I removed A, X, and the first element. Earlier in my code, I had written .add X. So that is why earlier